Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today we're doing a league and hardened scales beaters, but before we get to that I would like to address the new spoilers that came out for the Core 21 set. We have a couple of cards that were spoilered. There are a couple reprints. Ugin is getting a reprint, Massacre Worm and Baneslayer Angel. Ugin has already dropped in price significantly. And then we have a couple of new cards. The one I want to take a look closely is Basuri Cat, the new Planeswalker from the Core 21 set, mainly because it plays a role in our deck. This new Planeswalker has a +1 that puts a +1 counter on up to one target creature, and that creature gains indestructible until end of the turn. The -2 is less relevant as it creates tokens, and whenever the tokens attack, and it creates that many tokens. Whenever non-token creatures attack, it creates that many tokens. And -6 is essentially a repetitive Nissa +1 emblem that puts +1 counters on each creature we control, as well as creates more threats by making more tokens. A pretty interesting card, except it's a double white. Pretty hard to splash for that on a green-black. But if we go on the green-white route with the Huatli's Raptor, it's quite doable. There's also a possibility of going Abzan with maybe a Heliod in it, or even going Abzan with Mana Confluence, just a regular Abzan beaters, splashing for black instead of white and going mainly green-white. Either way, this is still under question. We still have majority of the set to be spoilered, so that's what I wanted to show. So what are we doing today? Today we're playing a league. We already signed up for it, and what are we doing is very similar to what we did last time. We have a couple of changes in the deck. We've dropped one Nissa, going down to 2, added one Voracious Hydra, going up to 3, dropped the Evolutionary Leap, and added one more Avatar of Resolute. Without the Hangerback Walkers, Evolutionary Leap is not really that important. Instead, what we're looking for is maximizing our threats here, seeing how many Yorion decks are there. By maximizing the threats, we'll be able to finish them off earlier. In the sideboard, we're adding 2 Barrier Breaches instead of Unravels, and mainly that's because of the Yorion decks. Both the Esper Doomsday and the Yorion Fires, both of those are running a lot of enchantments to flicker, and we can effectively exile those enchantments, and they will not even be coming back from graveyard if it comes to that. Other than that, everything else is the same. And how about we jump right into it, I think. So let's find a match. Hopefully this league will not be bad. Maybe we can do a 3-2 like we did yesterday. Maybe we can do a 5-0 like we did last week. We'll see what happens today. Judging from the white spoilers that I showed you, the Planeswalker, there is a possibility that we're gonna see more +1 theme cards in the set, but it looks like clerics are going to be the main focus of the set, and white is getting a lot of EDH support with the other white card that was spoilered. Alright, we got our match 1 of the league. We lost the die roll, so we're going to be going second. In an opening hand, we have a Woodland Summonery, the Ozelot, Experiment 1, and the Walking Ballista. Slightly mana heavy here, and we don't really see any boost to this Experiment 1. But I will still keep it. We go in second, there's a chance we draw into something better, and it's risky to forfeit such a hand. Monastery Swift Spear, we're playing against Mono Red Burn, or to be exact, Boros Burn here. So we'll be taking 1 here. And if we decide to play Experiment 1, it most certainly is going to die. We drew a Rishkar. Rishkar is not a bad draw. We'll start with a Forest. And we have a choice to play either Ozolith or Experiment 1 here. Experiment 1 means that it's going to get burned down. Ozolith means we're going to have to take at least 2 damage there from the Monastery Swift Spear. Next turn we will be playing probably... Unless we draw something better. I'm going to take a risk here and play just the Ozolith. That means we're taking more damage initially. But there is a potential that Experiment 1 might survive. And we could even Rishkar into it. Inspiring Vantage. Seems like we're taking 1 and possibly Prowess on top of it. No Prowess. Opponent is gonna hold on his cards. We drew another land. Not the best thing here. I'm gonna play Woodland Cemetery here and possibly even pass here since opponent didn't play any of the burn spells. Opponent said whoops, so I'm assuming that was an accidental pass right there. We could play Ballista here, but it doesn't do any good whatsoever here. Kind of a tough choice here. I would like Ballista to eat a burn spell here though, I think. So let's play the Ballista for 1. Pass the turn. If Ballista eats a burn spell, so be it. Opponent is attacking for 1. Will be we could block here, which doesn't make sense. So we will take it, and he's gonna probably play a spell. No, so he just took 1. Let's light up the stage. I'm assuming that's what he wanted to do last turn. Got Viashino Pyromancer and Soulscar Mage. Most probably Soulscar Mage is getting played right now. And opponent passes. Ballista survived, which is interesting. I am tempted to play Rishkar here to kill the Soulscar in this case. But maybe that's not the best choice to take here. Well, could be our only chance to get rid of it, so might as well do it now. Plus Rishkar will be a decent blocker for the meantime. Could play a Hardened Skills right now, since we have the green, and it is doubtful that we're gonna block with the Ballista. If we get to that point. I guess let's pass. Let's see what happens. Attacks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna attack here. There is a point of going aggressive here. Let's pass the turn. Opponent is going to combat, attacking with both. I'm tempted to block Soul Scar here, which might not be the best decision on my end. Let's see what opponent is going to cast right now. Can always respond to the prowess trigger too. Wizard sliding. Going in the face. Now will be the time to try to kill it. Second wizard sliding. Going at our face one more time. Let's see. Soul Scar is gonna get prowess twice, and we're already gonna do 1 damage to him. He's going to 3. That's essentially gonna be a trade that I'm ready to take. So I will take that. Not gonna do anything else. That counter is gonna go in a ballista later on, duplicating. So I'll gladly take that. We're going pretty much down to 8. Pretty risky position. But ballista survives. We can clear up the Swift Spear next turn. We drew another land. I'm gonna play Hardened Scales here and Experiment 1. Gotta have that blocker just in case. Go to combat. Let's put counters on Ballista. Go to combat and attack him for 3. I could kill it right now, or I could kill it later on. Guess my choice here is to pass here. Just because there might be a much worse threat that he might play. Either way, I'm interested to see exactly what's going to happen right now. They're pretty low. 2 Boros charms in a row would do it. Reserving the Ballista could mean that I could potentially hit him for 5 next turn. We'll see an attack from Monastery Swift Spear here. Not really ready to cash in the Ballista, so instead I'm just gonna chump block with Experiment 1. Seems like that's the end step for opponent. We got a second Hardened Skills. We'll definitely play that. Let's try to put a counter on Ballista and hope that he doesn't have another Wizard sliding or similar. Although I think he does. Trying to kill the Ballista here. I don't have much a choice. Gotta kill this now. Do I wanna... Definitely not. I'll let that happen. Want the counters on the Ozolid here. Oh, that's gonna be passive a turn. Opponent still has 4 cards in a hand. Quite risky. Another Battlefield Forge. It's a Boros Charm going in a face. Gotta find the Scavenger Ooze now, I guess. It's a light up this stage. Soul Scar and Wild Slash. Ooh. That's lucky. I'll take that every day. We can now make it super huge and get a lot of life. Let's start exiling stuff. Quite excited here. Soul Scar Mage. Out. Monastery Swift Spear. Out. Let's exile Rishkar. Out. And yeah, let's hit experiment 1 too. Why not? Gotta be safe with the life totals. Let's pass the turn. The counters, of course, going on the Scavenger Ooze. Bring it out of range to be killed. Have a lethal post next turn. He has to play Soul Scar Mage right now. Now I feel pretty okay. Have another exile coming up next turn. That means we can get one more counter on Ballista, one more life, putting us at 9. We'll be forcing a block for him. Wild Slash going in the face. Boros Charm going in the face, I'm assuming, as well. I would think he has it. Or maybe something like Soul Scar, Wizard's Lighting. Either way, we might be screwed here. He has to play a creature, though. Yep. Two creatures. That gives us one more exile next turn. And a Winding Constrictor. A Winding Constrictor. I like the Winding Constrictor though. Even though he has Soul Scar Mage mod, I still like it. That's a blocker for us. Let's go to combat. Let's attack him for 17. He has to block here. Losing one creature. And I'm assuming he's gonna block. Oh, he blocks with a Guido Lava Runner. I'll take that. Get rid of that. Play with a Winding Constrictor. Have a blocker right there. Let's exile the Guido Lava Runner. And let's exile the Ballista right now. Not really looking to exile anything else. Let's see what his play is gonna be right now. Although I could exile one of the spells, just in case he doesn't have another Guido Lava Runner, I guess. We are at 8 right now. He definitely cannot attack unless he has another creature to play. And I don't think he can make a lethal here, bringing us down to 6. Has one more card in hand. Combat. No attacks, of course. Let's exile the Boros Charm, I guess. And the End Step. Just to get rid of it. I want to face Guido Lava Runners. This will be a slow exile, but nevertheless. We got yet another land. With 22 lands, this feels like way too many lands. But it is what it is. Let's go to combat. We're gonna attack with the Scavenger Ooze. He has to block one more time. The Viashino Pyromancer, I guess. Giving us one more life. Exile that. I don't have to exile anything else right now, so let's just pass. Still have a blocker. He needs creatures to survive here. Scavenging Ooze was a fantastic draw for us. Kind of playing a mid-range game here. Well done. Thank you for Scavenging Ooze here. What are we gonna bring in? Well, a couple things. Duress and Fatal Push are coming in. Fatal Push mainly for the Soulscar Mage. Other than that, I don't think there is much more that we're gonna bring in here. As for taking out, I think we can probably drop Nissus here. Even though she creates a plant token, I can't really see how that's going to be better than a Scavenging Ooze or a Fatal Push. Rishkar is okay. Although we're going second here, might not be the best thing to keep here. Probably drop 2 Nissus, 1 Serpent. Speeding up the deck a little bit by adding 1 drops. Let's submit it this way. I'm confident about this. Going second again. That was an interesting win, because we won on the draw against Mono Red Burn. Beaters are great, but without that Scavenging Ooze, that would be impossible to win. What do we have? We have 4 lands again. No Scavenging Ooze, but we have Experiment 1 into Avatar and Scales. I will keep this. Should be turn 1 Inspiring Advantage. No attackers, so he has a burn spell in hand. Well, I'll play just the hardened skills here. Not looking to get my Experiment 1 killed yet. Even if he's gonna serve as a chump blocker later on, but nonetheless. Lightful, okay. Hardened skills is out. I'll take that, that's fine. Second Inspiring Advantage. Soulscar Mage. Well, not lucky, that was a plant play, I understand, but still. Are we gonna take 1 here at least? Well, 2, at least 2. It has a spell on top of it, that's gonna be even more. Seems like there is gonna be a spell. Wizard's Lightning. We're taking the Whoopin' 7, going down to 13. I got a second Experiment 1. Could play both Experiment 1s here, see if they're gonna get killed. Or I could go slow by playing Experiment 1, Avatar, next turn try to Ballista for 2, kill Soulscar, and then Experiment 1 into Voracious Hydra. I think that seems like a plan to me. Unless he's gonna want to burn it down right now. Doesn't seem like it. So we'll pass here. These are efficient blockers here. And if he's gonna use all his mana, I'll most probably... I could Voracious Hydra for 2, kill his Soulscar Mage. And then next turn Experiment 1 into Walk and Ballista for 2, if we draw land. Declares attackers. I am interested in double blocking. Might not be the best decision though. Let's block like this. If he has a burn spell or two, Soulscar will survive. But I'm happy to take the chances. I definitely need him to unload his hand right now. Sear and Blood. Very nice. Taking quite a lot. So we'll take 5 damage here. Very nice card. Down to 8, opponent had 2 cards in hand. That's gonna be a Woodland Cemetery. I do want to play Voracious Hydra. That's gonna grow our Experiment one here as well. In addition to hopefully killing Soulscar Mage. I hope he doesn't have another 1-mana spell though. If he does, that's gonna be unfortunate. He does not. Let's pass the turn here. Not gonna attack. Cannot attack into this at all. Hopefully no Boros Charms. Really hope for that. Another Soulscar Mage. Attacking with a Monastery Swift Spear. I guess I set up the counters wrong. Experiment 1 should have gotten the counter. I messed it up. I forgot that Soulscar Mage is gonna remove the counter from it. If I block, he most certainly has another burn spell there, but I have no choice, unfortunately. I have to block and lure out that burn spell there. Sear and Blood. Ugh. This is just ugh. Obscene amount of damage. Wow. Okay. Well. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna pass the turn here. This game is taking longer than expected. Declares attacks. I will most certainly declare the blocks, I guess. Gotta block with both. I don't think he has 2 burn spells on his hand. He does have 1. Dealing 3 to us. I'll choose to kill this Soulscar Mage here. We'll be down to 2. That was lethal on his side, though. Now we're just top decking essentially, but he has better chances at the top deck. We're quite flooding. This is the second game and we're flooding already. Oh, yeah, that's gonna do it, unfortunately. Alrighty, well, sideboard it is. Gotta say, that was a pretty scary match right there. Regenerate would be nice against the Searing Bloods. Truly nice. I guess it doesn't save it when we are blocking. Just gotta take my chances here. I'm gonna go with the same exact list, because we were playing first. 2 Stone Coals, Scavenging Ooze in hand, but only 1 Forest. A very risky hand. Absolutely risky hand. We flooded before. Now I have a fear that we're not gonna be flooding, but instead we're gonna be stuck on 1 lander. Really don't want that to happen. Although this could prove to be okay. Let's keep this. They all die, and then we scavenge and ooze them. But that's a Monastery Swift Spear. We're just gonna take 1 here. Experiment 1 did not die. Oh, I hope for a land. Please be a land. Don't let me down. It's not a land. And a letdown. So we have to play it too. While we're at it, since we're not going to be blocking Monastery Swift Spear, which is going to get bumped, there is no point whatsoever. Might as well try to deal some damage through. Keeping 1 lander was a bad idea. I'd probably make a meme out of myself, keeping 1 landers. Alright, taking 2 here. At least that's only 2. Health Collector. I guess. Equalizer. Gotta grab a land, put a Stone Cool Serpent in. Crows everybody by a counter. Without a land, this is kinda hard to play. A 3rd Monastery Swift Spear. Seems like we're gonna be taking at least 6 damage here. Is it possible for more? Oh my. A lightning strike going in the face. That's 9 damage right now. We're going down to 8. Yep. Got a land, but it's a tomb, unfortunately. I guess we have to shock ourselves on top of it. But I hate to do that. Guess it's gonna be Stonecoil for 2. Attacking him for 6 here doesn't make sense. I gotta keep the blockers in case he's gonna attack me next. And in fact, I'm probably just gonna pass at this point. Gotta put up at least 1 double blocker or something like that. I wish I had Osland. Let's beat the Lava Runner. Not gonna have haste yet. Go into attacks. Attacks for 3. There was a weird moment of hesitation. Alright, block. Even if he has a spell, we still block this. He can 4. Next turn we have 3 on the field. Guess I'm interested in actually blocking with all of these, like this. We'll lose 2, but that's gonna be 2 for 2. We're taking 1 if he has a spell. Wizard sliding. Going into our face, bringing us down to 1. He has a lethal, can't do much about it. I don't see how we can make it lethal for next turn. Definitely has another burn spell in his hand. We're not getting lands. That was such a bad idea to keep this. I should have not kept that. Single burn spell is gonna do it. I highly doubt he's breaking on lands. I mean, flooding. Breaking is unfortunately good from one route. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Well, good game. Should have never kept that one lander. Always do the same mistake. Alright. Let's go to next match. Well, that was unlucky. I guess facing 2 Searing Bloods and pretty unlucky Hardened Skeleton removal. And then facing a 1 lander that I capped. Who knows, that could have been a loss anyways. I went down to 6. It's highly likely that I would have lost anyways. Alright, we got our match 2. Playing second again. That's an okay hand. I'll keep that. Let's see what opponent is playing. Plains. Could be mono white weenie or... Okay, so it's Swam Auras. I guess it's not that bad. We have Avatar. Another Scales. Let's play the Marsh. Play the Scales. Pass the turn. Gotta grab at least one 1-drop. That would be fantastic to play a 1-drop Hardened Scales next turn Wine Constrictor. Followed by Avatar. That would be a lot of damage coming into him. But I bet we're gonna draw a land or something like that. Today is not a lucky day. Cartouche of Solidarity. Well, that's a lot of damage coming our way. Gotta get the Hydra as soon as possible. Taking 3. That's a land. There's some kind of a blocker. Pass the turn. You're in a really bad position right now by drawing so many lands. The game doesn't like us today. Sentinel's Eyes. Taking 5 now. Possibly even more, maybe 6 if he decides to attack with everything. Which I doubt, it's just gonna be single attacker here. Another Avatar. That certainly is not making me happy. Avatar doesn't help me at all right now. Drawing Nissa would be fine next turn. That would mean that we have to play Avatar right now. Rishkar would also be great. It's a bad hand against this specific matchup. Against any other matchup it would be okay. But again, we drew too many lands, we drew 2 skills. Another Avatar, not a single 1-drop. Or not even a Ballista. Ethereal Armor on the Warrior. Well, that's close to lethal. Cannot be taking that. So I have to block here. So I have no choice. Stone Cold Serpent. Five Stone Cold Serpent doesn't really do much here. 7/7 is a better choice, but unfortunately not big either. Before 5 Stone Coil, an Avatar will come in as a 6/5 with the first strike. That doesn't help at all. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 6. Let's just go this way. I guess pass the turn. Another case of ethereal armor or glimmer, not glimmer, glitter, or whatever the thing is. But essentially make it a game. Plays nothing, attacks with a 5/6 and a 6/6. Seems like he's forcing me to block and lose my Widening Constrictor here. Hopefully we can get rid of this warrior with ethereal armor, I guess. Taking 2 here. I really hope Stonecold Serpent is gonna survive. He might have that protection. He has the protection, it's essentially a game, yeah, Karametra's Blessing. That's gonna do it. Health collector. Yeah, mate. That doesn't help. Not a lucky day today. Should be winning against these aggro decks, but doing quite the opposite. Well, I can't win this. Gonna have to block with both of these. Coming in empty-handed. Let's go to sideboard. Barrier Breach definitely in. Golgari Charms definitely in. Pushes in. Don't want Thoughtseize on a play. I could use maybe Assassin's Trophy here as well. Maybe add Duress, but that's not on the play though. What are we taking out? Well, we could take out Scavenging Ooze, but that life could come in handy. Voracious Hydras. I don't want Nissas. I don't want Rishkars. And Ozolid here is not really helping the cause either. I'll try without Ozolid this one. Maximizing on the aggro and hopefully removing the enchantments. I'm gonna try. I don't know how it's gonna go, but terrible. No black source. Straight up terrible. Straight up very bad. I hope we draw a black source soon. Tapped Goblet Shrine. Okay. Stone Cold Serpent. Well, that's gonna be another experiment one. And I think just attack for one here. At least we can play Stone Cold next for 2, and Wine Construct after that can grow them further. We draw a black source. Or we could just play Avatar and go aggressive here. SRAM. Having the black source would have changed everything here. Absolutely. Okay. Attacking for 4 here. Questionable if he's gonna block. Probably not. He wants the card draw here. Worst comes worst, we have Avatar coming in next turn. Maybe forcing some blocks. Who knows? Well, 6, 7, 8. Avatar will come in with 3 counters. Pretty big body. Cartouche. I don't like Cartouche, it gives the first strike. Very hard to get through it. I don't think he's gonna attack. Oh my god. Why? Well, I could do Ballista here. Oops, absolutely nothing. Could do Avatar. Cannot attack. At least you can put some blockers, I guess. There's no reason for me to play Ballista here, though. At least I don't see one. Jeez. Guess we'll pass. It's a bad start. Griff's Boon, of course. Sentinel's Eyes. Yep. We're pretty far already. I can try to triple block here. He has Karametra's Blessing, I'm essentially dead. Which I expect he does. Could kill the warrior here too. Guess I'll just take it. I guess that's fine. Gotta pass here too. Griff's Boon. Ugh. Well, now we can't block him either. Unless we play Avatar here. I guess logical would be to try kill warrior, maybe get his Karametra's Blessing to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna come in with 4. Yeah, he's gonna cast another aura. Draw a land. Let's see if it does anything. Yep. Karametra's Blessing it is. Now I'm taking even more. Well, I could block with a Stone Cold Serpent, but I'm not going to do that yet. That's an experiment 1. Well, I could attack here. He has enough blockers to survive, I guess. Let's see, 6 attacking through. If he takes it, he is down to 12. If he doesn't, he has 3 attackers. Stone Cold could potentially block the warrior. Avatar could block SRAM. Experiment 1 could block the Eidolon. Could attack with 3 here for lethal and see if he blocks. He probably is going to block. Just jump block with the Eidolon, get 1 life. Jump block with the warrior, I guess. At least we have creatures to defend with, so I'm pretty sure we can try to attack here. He blocks this, jumps these 2. I don't think I want to lose them though yet. Let's see if we can attack with just 2. Blocks here, has another Karametra's Blessing. Gains protection. Well, the experiment 1 is not gonna die. I will regenerate the experiment 1. That also means he's taking 6. Okay. As long as he doesn't have trample, Stone Cold can jump block this ram. And if we jump block this ram, I don't think we really need to worry that much about the other 2. Just attacking with SRAM, the warrior, because of the vigilance, of course. Okay, well, it's gonna be the plan. Block like this. Don't tell me he has 2 of them. Indestructible. Protection from black. I don't even know what... Well, another avatar would be fantastic here, I guess. But I have a bad feeling that we're gonna draw just the land. Tap land. Oh. What kind of luck do we have today? Unreal. Okay. Time to think for a little bit. Play Ballista. I kill Apostle. Kill the Warrior. He has 2 blockers. One of them has lifelink. I attack with everything. He potentially blocks the experiment one with SRAM. This is gonna block this one. Seven going through. Well, he has to block this. He has to play his protection spell right now, otherwise I'll be killing one of these two. Let's try to kill that. This is essentially all or nothing case right now. Three creatures will be unblocked. Has Karametra's blessing on this. That's a bummer. Down to 6. If we attack all out, 2 of the creatures will be unblocked. That means 5 damage going through. Trample also going through. If I have this correctly, I think this is still in our favor. Let's see. Yeah. Cool. Well, gotta trim down the mana cost. Gotta have some more responses to his stuff. I'm not keeping questionable hands anymore, so... Tell me about questionable hands. Utter garbage. I like the barrier breach here, though. And overall, this hand looks pretty good. Don't want to risk dropping a land. If I don't draw another one, barrier breach is sort of like a pretty bad card in my hand. If I decide to drop a avatar, my hand is much worse now. I have hope. There is a turn 1 play. Eidolon, yep. 8 full Eidolon. Oh, we have a Pallet Collector. Next turn, Widen Constructor. And turn after that, Stonepool Serpent, followed by Avatar. Seems decent at the very least, and then we can Barrier Breach to kill all of his auras. Well, not all, but 3 most scary ones. First Strike in particular. SRAM. That's a bad card. I'll take that. I got a Ballista. It's gonna come in handy later on. Let's get that on the field. Go ahead and attack him for 3. Gotta draw that land. Without that land, I have no choice to actually do anything here. I have a choice to survive, but that's not enough, unfortunately. I don't want to be chump blocking all the time. Welcome, Cartouche. SRAM is slightly defenseless now. Next turn, Ballista could prove to be pretty useful. Griff's Boon onto Eidolon as well. Barrier Breach is gonna have work to do here. And Ethereal Armor on a Hideful Eidolon. Well, that's gonna be a quick game. Killing SRAM is not even gonna do anything here. Drawing a land. I could exile all 3 enchantments here, I guess. That would be the best bet, drawing a land, exiling the enchantments. Down to 11. That's not a land. No, thank you. Cycle Barrier Breach. Maybe get a land? No, that's not a solution. Play Ballista, kill SRAM here. Hope for a land next turn. Exile the enchantments. He has another Ethereal Armor, I'm dead. Okay. So we got an out of hand. Unfortunately, I have to keep charm blocking you. The worst part is if he has a God's Blessing or whatever the thing is, and gives protection from green, I can't even block, and he just deals lethal. Jesus. God's willing, yeah. That's game, unfortunately. Well, Lens don't like us today at all. Okay. Good game, opponent. Good game lands. More like it. If I drew a land, that would be a good game a long time ago. Poor start. Just because of the land drops. Let's see if we can get game 3 going right now. This took a while. Got another match going. We're going first this time. There still might be a chance. Not with these land drops. Right? Okay, 2 serpents. Avatar Ballista Rush card. I think this is a keep. Opponent mulligans down to 6. Play the 1-drop. Pass the turn. Next turn is gonna be Ballista for 1. Sacred Foundry. I'm playing against mono red, looks like it. Gotta keep to the plan. That's not mono red, that's Naya. So maybe the choice of place wasn't that bad after all. Reveals Inspire Advantage. So Inspire Advantage is on the top of the library. Alright. Got a Woodland Seminary. And I think that's what we're gonna play right now. Playing Rishkar. gonna be Ballista and I want to say Rishkar just because of the Avatar coming in pretty big next turn. Let's kill that out of the way. Go to combat, swing for 1. Next turn, potentially play a big Stone Coil followed by an Avatar. Goblin Rabble Master. Well, we have a blocker for the Goblin. So that's the Naya Zoo or Naya Good stuff. Same thing, to be honest. Paying 2 life for this. Yes, no, well, yes, for sure. How many do we wanna... Although I could kill Rabble Master here. Or I can tap 2 creatures, play Stone Cold for 4, have a decent blocker, and play the Avatar. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a counter on Ballista. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't want to put a counter on Ballista yet. So let's play Stone Coil first. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And play Avatar. And go ahead and attack him for 3. That's the turn. Next turn we could up the Ballista. Potentially even twice. If, oh. Win or not. Yeah. That's not good. First trigger. He's got a Kenrit. Okay, so block is going here. And I would have to block this and take 5. We got it, because next turn we have pretty significant attack in phase. Putting counters on Ballista. And then I'm assuming he doesn't have any more non-creatures to actually trigger anything. Okay, so Thoughtseize coming in for the Winota. Fatal Push for sure as well. What else? Golgari Charms, yes. I don't think I need Assassin's Trophy on top of all this. Voracious Hydra, please stay in, I guess. Stone Coils. Stone Coils are fine. Nissas are gonna come out. Scavenging Ooze is gonna come out. And being on the draw, we'll lose 1, experiment 1. Actually, 2 experiment 1s, leave the Belt Collectors in here. Alright, so we have a pretty strong start if we will be on the play. Otherwise, this is pretty poor. I'll keep, as long as we don't draw any more lands. Being tapped, that's a good sign. Got a Ballista. That's pretty good. Play the Forest, play Experiment 1. Early pressure in. Pass the turn. Rootbound Crag. Doesn't play anything. And that means that we can go slow as well. Playing Overgrown Tomb tapped, Belt Collector. And attacking with Experiment 1. Pass the turn. Next turn we can play Wine Constrictor. Okay. Well, Belt Collector is getting stomped. That's fine. Now it's probably going to be Rebel Master, which is kind of problematic. Taking 1 here. 3 triggers is going to be scary next turn. Kind of Bloom and Marsh. Let's play the Wine Constrictor. Okay. Pass the turn, not gonna attack. So 3 triggers for Winota. No Winota, Solhana Wayfinder, okay. Searches for a land, I'm assuming. Mana Confluence, okay. So you can block the 2 tokens, or block the Rebel Master if we need to get rid of it. Attacks with the Rebel Master, I could simply kill Rebel Master next turn too. So let's block the tokens instead. We'll take the 4 here. Our turn, we got a Voracious Hydra, even better. Voracious Hydra for 2, kills that. We can even attack. Okay. Gonna kill that. Go to combat. Attack 7. He's not gonna block. Passes the turn. Bone Crusher Giant, still no land. Well, he has the mana confluence, that's right. And he can't play Winota right now. We got a Stone Cold Serpent. We could play Stone Cold Serpent here for 3 into Avatar. And attack. So he's gonna be forced to block. Yeah. And then we can finish him off with the Ballista. Go to combat. Attack with all. Even if we lose this, I'm fine. Blocks the Hydra, so that's gonna be a trade between these two. Going down to 1, he knows he cannot win. Alright, so that's gotten better. Let's play another match. This is better than it was before. Quite unlucky in these 2 matches, but hopefully we get out with 3 wins at least. Even 2, I would be happy. Got another match. Go in second. Definitely a mulligan. This is much better. I don't think second Constrictor is a necessity here. And that's what's gonna go down. Alright, let's see what opponent is playing. Thoughtseize. Seems good. We got a Pelt Collector. Gotta play the Llanowar Waste here. Play the Experiment one. Pass the turn. If there's gonna be another Thoughtseize, and he's gonna take our Constrictor, that's gonna hurt. I don't think he will. Okay. We got a Forest. That's lucky. Yeah, let's play that. Play that too. Try to attack him for 1. Although I'm pretty sure he's gonna kill Constrictor before the trigger resolves. Fatal Push, okay. That tells me that he doesn't have a board wipe in hand yet. If near Deadlands. Slightly confused what he's playing. Mono black, possibly. Unburden. Oof. That hurts. Discord Tribal. Seen that before. Alright, well, all we can do is attack for 2 here. Drawing another Constrictor would be fantastic here. Just about any creature would be fantastic here. Even a Serpent. Opponent is passing. This card doesn't really do anything for him right now. No, he's playing something. Davriel. Okay. So you're gonna be taking 2 damage every turn. Yeah, I've seen this deck before. That's an interesting deck. Yep, I'll take it too. Got a Walking Ballista. That's fantastic. It allows us to kill Davriel this turn. And have pretty influential attackers after that. So this going to Davriel, this is attacking him. He's down to 13. Now if he has that enchantment, got a Mutable. Doesn't help you anymore, I think. Would have been nice earlier. Unless he gets a board wipe, I'm pretty confident this should be in our favor. Right now, he's on a 2-turn clock. Drawing a land would not be so good. Drawing Avatar would be fantastic. Drawing Stonecoil would be okay. Fatal Push. Well, you're gonna take 2. I guess he has probably some creature to play. I don't remember this deck playing creatures though. Oh, the rats, that's right. They don't do much right now, but they can block. He's at 1 card. I still feel pretty good. Scavenging Ooze is pretty good too. Should be a game. Back for 3, down to 8. Next turn we could grow Scavenging Ooze, get life, Rankle. Okay. Rankle has to attack here. He's gonna force us to sack a creature. And if he sacks this, he's quite wide open though for a kill. If I sack the Ooze, well, he has to sack this. Otherwise, by sacking this, he has a blocker. I'm gonna sack the Ooze here. Well, at least... Actually, I don't have to. He's at 5. He has to leave this as a blocker. Okay. Well, we're gonna get him pretty low. Winding Constructor. Yeah, we can play that too. And go ahead and attack him for 5. He's down to 3. With no blockers on the board other than Mutable and 1 card in hand. Yeah, we got it. Sideboard. I could play Duress here for sure. I want to get rid of his Underworld Dreams so we don't get hit for damage. Davriel's too. Charms are gonna come in. And I think we can bring in Thoughtseize as well, being on the draw. I like Nissa here. I like the Ooze. Serpent is not that good. And Hydra is not that good. I would even say Hydra is even worse. But with the Ozlet, I like to leave it in. Let's see how it goes. We can duress him for Underworld Dreams, that would be fantastic. Okay. Well, let's see, we get to play a Tomb. This is gonna get Thoughtseized. 2 cards are gonna get discarded. This feels like a bad hand. Could be much worse. Alright, turn 1. Duress of Thoughtseize is gonna take this. Yeah. But at least we can play Experiment 1. And we also get to draw. There is a chance. Let's go. A Winding Constrictor is nice. Let's play this. Into this. Pass the turn. Could be another Thoughtseize. He doesn't really have to play Duress, that's not gonna hit anything right now. Thoughtseize is gonna take Constrictor. Shrieking Affliction. Okay, so I can expect a discard coming in next turn. Got a Golgari Charm. That's nice. Could get rid of this. I'm more concerned about dealing damage to him right now. He either kills my creature or causes me to discard. If I have to discard, it's gonna be Overgrown Tomb and Rishguard. Legion's End. Okay. No Thoughtseize. Or Duress, matter of fact. Maybe it's still coming. Nope. Woodland Cemetery. I could play Rishguard here. Which means I'm gonna have to discard these two. I'll pick Rishguard, I guess. That's not gonna do it. So he's at 1 card in hand. Two cards now, but I still feel pretty good about it. One of them is a land. If I get rid of this, should be safe. Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, we're gonna take 3 here, but he's gonna take 5. Maybe not. Avatar would be nice. That's not bad either. Try to kill the Mutavault here. Or I could try to get rid of his Shriek and Affliction. Either way, let's go to combat. Attack just for 3 here. Put this tapped. I'll pass the turn. I hope it's a land. You could kill our experiment one if they're dead lands. It's gonna be Bantu's Last Reckoning. I'm glad I kept the Golgari chart in my hand. We can regenerate all our creatures. This way they don't get destroyed. There is a potential for a kill next turn. Down to 10 though. Mana waste is not what I want to see. Down to 3. We got a land. We got it. Last match for today. We're currently going 2-2. Got the last match. Interesting matchups. Not really the big meta matchups, but quite interesting. A decent hand, which we're gonna keep. Go in second though. Glacial Fortress, possibly Control. Let's play Pelt Collector. The last zone. We got Experiment 1. He's gonna opt. Definitely blue-white control. Or some variation of it. This is gonna be tough with the handicapped. Haven't seen any Ocelots, to be fair. All 4 games, I think that's only once. Oh, Irrigated Farmland tapped. I don't want to play Hardened Scales right now. He'll blow it up next turn. Well, I can save Experiment 1 though. Let's see. Could attack here for 4. Or I could harden skills into Avatar, keeping the experiment one intact, or I can harden skills into Ballista. Either way seems like a better choice, as long as he doesn't have a counter. He might. Like a sensor or something. Well, it's an opt. Well, that's good. We get to attack for 6 here. And we get to save the experiment one from the blast zone, which I think he's gonna do next turn. Or it could be Supreme Verdict. He's holding on to. Well, don't want to play Avatar here. Could up the Ballista here as well, though. Putting it at 4. I guess it's all the question if he has Supreme Verdict in hand. I feel like playing Lissa though. Either a counter or blast zone or Supreme Verdict. Make a choice. Azlet would be great right now. Is that gonna be a counter? Absorb. Okay. That's fine. Let's attack him for 8. Pass the turn. Oh, we got it. Okay. That's weird. He could have blasted zone it. He did not, though. Thoughtseize is coming in. Duress is coming in. Hydras are gonna go. What else? Charms. I think I want charms here. And Uzis are gonna go. I believe that's it. This is how we're gonna start this game. It's interesting that he conceded. I don't know why. That's a rough hand to keep. It's a hand with a lot of potential, but pretty rough to keep. Being on the draw could be a good hand. Table Passage. Island, okay. Well, no opt on turn 1. That's a land for us. Let's play the Pelt Collector first. The guy is not playing Thoughtseizes. If he counters the Hardened Scales, well, Blast Zone is gonna hurt. Ugh. One more land. Might have a counter in hand. I'm taking the risk, going all in. That's a censor. Unfortunately. Or a syncopate, even better. No, I can't pay for syncopate, unfortunately. 4 lands in hand. It's either not enough lands today, or way too many. Looking for a land. Found a land. Got a Stone Cold Serpent. Should I play around another syncopate? Maybe. Maybe. I can attack for 3. Cycle Sensor. Cycle Shark Typhoon. Okay. Let's see if he finds another land. No land. We got our hardened skills. Gonna go to combat and attack for 6 here. He has something. Shark Typhoon. Okay. It's gonna make a 1/1 shark. Sure. Let's up the block to take less damage. Let's play hardened skills now. Unobstructed. That's the turn. Probably has 2 Supreme Verdicts in hand, that's why he camped his hand. Wouldn't be surprised. I need to draw an Orzhov. I don't think he drew a land though. He did. That means there's a Supreme Verdict coming up. Well, can't do really much about that, so we gotta attack here for 6 and see what happens. Could be a blast zone, just getting rid of this 3. He's taken 6. I don't feel like playing Experiment 1 here, so we're just gonna pass along. End step. Dig through time, okay. Took a while to think, so I'm not sure if you found the Supreme Verdict. That's the fairy. We got an Orzhov. which I'm glad to take right now, as long as it doesn't get countered. No way. White. It's going to isolate right now. Okay. I guess that happens. Let's play experiment 1 now. Hit the fairy. Just so he cannot -3. Draws another card. It's gonna be hard to win. I think he might have forgotten about Blast Zone. It essentially clears majority of the board here. He might remember right now. Yeah. Good job. Yet another one. Why not? Cycles farmland. Opts to the bottom. Fairy dies. Pass the turn. I make the 1/1s now. Got another harm skills. Not gonna play it. If he has counter spell, he's gonna get life. It's down to 4. And pass the turn. Uses Castle Lancha's Scry. Dictor time. But this has been going for a long time. Turn 8. I don't think there's many chances to win now. Zori's Charm to draw. Seems like Stone Cold Serpent put him in some trouble here. Looking for Supreme Verdict for sure. Fairy. Okay. I don't know if I should care for the fairy now. He can't use his -3 to target my serpent. Winding Constrictor. Let's see if we can attack for 3. Still not playing anything because of the counter spell. We found a Supreme Verdict. Oh, that's great. Needed a Ballista here. This is gonna get countered. Or not. Can't really do much right now. So I'll start making 1/1s now. This card's a Zoria's Charm. I'm most probably gonna die to the 1/1 humans here. And to Fairy. Counter spell, and that's gonna be game. Yeah. Sideboard. Just gonna be faster, I guess. Gotta see Oswald in my open hand. And this is a tough matchup. This is a classic blue-white control. Pretty bad opener. I like this. Let's pass the turn. We can thought seize him from the next turn. Or not. Isolate. Who plays Isolate? I guess he does. Shark Typhoon, 2 opts, and another Isolate. What's it on the bottom? Castle Ventress in. And that's a pass. Let's go ahead and attack with a Winding Constrictor. Zori's Charm. Okay. Opt. I hate this deck. Blast Zone. Counterspell. No. I'll syncopate probably or something like that. Put 2. No, he's just instead gonna put Blast Zone counters. Trying to blow up both of them next turn. Isolate the scales, yep. Island. Forest. He doesn't blow it up. I'm gonna keep this for suspense, I guess. He blows it up now. Alright. Feel the ruin. The fairy. Yeah, that's gonna be it, unfortunately. Nissa. Yeah, the counterspell though. Two and 3. Okay, well, that's essentially it. Yeah. That's a good game. I can't even bring the Teferi down, so... Well played. Alright, well, that's the league for today. I got 2 out of 5. Better than nothing. Definitely got unlucky with a couple of matches. Majority of the matches, actually, with lands. Was either big flood or stuck at 1 or 2. Definitely feels bad being stuck in 2 lands, though. Alright, next we have tomorrow. We'll do something, not yet sure what exactly. Maybe play Arena or do a couple practice matches with these skills, maybe modify this a little bit. I'm interested to test out the Servant of the Scale again. I had it before. It could be good to try it one more time. Servant of the Scale, and see if we can play around that. But it wasn't that bad today. I think overall it was okay. Thank you for whoever was watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time at 5.